Okay. All roads lead to the Tusken Raiders at the moment. Because Griff was likely kidnapped with them, and I'm supposed to parlay with them, or kill them, or whatever. Because that's like the local side quest strife, but also that's also my quest. Is they're the most likely candidates to know where the Starforge fragment map thing is. So it would really be in my best interest if I could talk to them in some way, instead of killing them all and then hope to have like a convenient drawing of where I'm trying to go next, because that sounds unlikely. I already went. That was Zerka Corpse. I've already been there. It's a Jawa. Houdini. Oopsie. Zalbar, no. Thank God I can take control of these characters. We scavenge for everyone, but giants of sand never trade fair. There are many of us, but not where you can see. We trade and scavenge when people will buy. Not so good now. The giants in the sand will be there long after you. So will Jawa. We will remember you when you are sand too. Trade is small now. You will all be gone soon. These guys are kind of adorable.
Huh? What?
The Jawas have always been kind of neat. They're just like... I hope that the EU's never like ruined their faces by like showing what they look like. Because there's something kind of amusing that there's just like these bizarre people that just seem immune to Tatooine. Like everyone suffers here and struggles to get by at all, but the Jawas just perpetually are here, and they're like almost like some sort of they feel elemental somehow, and like they don't have visible faces, they just have two little glowing eyes and a hood. I'm sure the Tonberries were inspired by them or something like that. I think a number of things maybe have been inspired by Jawas. The Jawas might have some larger root that inspired their creation too, but at this point Star Wars is so popular that you can probably say many things that seem like Jawas may have been directly inspired by them. I think of things like Tonberries, or that thing I played as in the character in Druidstone that I named Chert.
The Zerka Corporation will unload this outpost on someone. Maybe not for a few years, but well, they can wait.
They just get by on trade, and they make do with us when we show up and trade back and forth. They probably don't feel particularly threatened because they're like locals, but they're locals on a planet that like defies colonialization because everyone keeps coming down here and failing to do anything with it. And so the Jawas just sort of like trade with them and interact with them as like a curiosity, and then move, and then just like, they'll be gone soon. And then it keeps being true. Each colony keeps failing, and then everyone just goes away. And then they're like, okay, back to just being us, I guess. Us and the Tusken Raiders. Lufa von Gilfa from Trifa von Gilfa. Gilfa. It just sounds like every third thing he says is Gilfa. Keeps getting back in there. I've just a few things I wanted to ask. Spare a moment? Gilfa? I want to ask about you and racing. Some of those moments sound like they're playing voices backwards. Curious about the alien voices. How long have you been at this? How are you gonna pay him back then? No good memories? That seems a waste. Is this the best place for racing? Why have racers come here? What can you tell me about the other racers? What makes you say that? What do you think about that? I have to leave. Goodbye. It's way too many words for how much you're saying. Garb, Tortle, Nico Senvi, Swoop Groupie, Swoop Racer, unnamed, Zoris Bafka. It sounds like the Swoop races aren't in progress right now. So maybe it's not really worth getting invested in all these characters right now until, I don't know, maybe you have to like resolve the current problem on the planet and then the side quests open up or something. It seemed to be what he was saying is, I'll pay the hut back once the track opens up. Okay, so he chooses who gets to race. That's not nice. I have a swoop bike. I'm looking for information. Can you help? I raced on Terrace. I won the season opener there.
Nobody here can compare with the racers you rode against on Terrace. You'll wipe every record from the books of this backwater track.
Tuknen tangjo kunne mulirabest.
I have my own bike stored on my ship.
Lagoda na linkis matoma. Yinkin slimmo podona mulera chikun. Nova rundi hautonga tonkimba nankongek. Wana kumbes chibedwana ni bobo. Tong nabuung shanun yang. Muchitito.
Why not drop the fee? No racers means no crowds.
Lagoda na linkis matoma. Yinkin slimmo podona mulera chikun.
I'll pay the 50 credits.
Lagoda na linkis matoma. Yinkin slimmo podona mulera chikun. Nova rundi hautonga kuhunkavi. Rundi hautonga tonkimba nankongek. Wana kumbes chimpayamuri.
What sort of business do you need help with?
Lagoda na linkis matoma. Yinkin slimmo podona mulera chikun. Nova rundi hautonga kuhunkavi. Chipechao na keniko senli. Nao punek turang wangaboya. Chila yun nao. Lagoda na linkis matoma. Yinkin slimmo podona mulera chikun. Nova rundi hautonga kuhunkavi.
Why won't he sign?
Rundi hautonga tonkimba nankongek. Wana kumbes chimpayamuri kunhunkavi. Tukne.
That isn't fair! On Terrace, you had to give a cut to the Swoop gang sponsoring you, but at least the rider got the higher share of the winnings.
Lagoda na linkis matoma. Yinkin slimmo podona mulera chikun. Nova rundi hautonga kuhunkavi. Rundi hautonga tonkimba nankongek. Wana kumbes chimpayamuri kunhunkavi. Tuknen tangjo kunne mulirabest.
Yep, it's the same predatory situation that the other racer said would probably happen to Nico. And here it is, in the same room, within like a minute of talking to the other guy. I think you should give him a better deal.
Lagoda na linkis matoma. Yinkin slimmo podona mulera chikun. Rundi hautonga tonkimba nankongek. Wana kumbes chimpayamuri kunhunkavi.
Treat him fairly or I'll start rumors your races are rigged.
Lagoda na linkis matoma. Yinkin slimmo podona mulera chikun. Nova rundi hautonga kuhunkavi. Rundi hautonga tonkimba nankongek. Wana kumbes chimpayamuri kunhunkavi. Tuknen tangjo kunne mulirabest. Lagoda na linkis matoma. Yinkin slimmo podona mulera chikun. Nova rundi hautonga kuhunkavi.
So, he basically, Nico most likely needs this guy in order to go pro, but he's using that position of power to be predatory about it. And just wring him out over the course of his life, most likely in the way that the other guy seems to have ended up at the end of his life. Just set me up with a race.
Lagoda na linkis matoma. Yinkin slimmo podona mulera chikun. Nova rundi hautonga kuhunkavi.
I already paid a maintenance fee.
Rundi hautonga tonkimba nankongek. Wana kumbes chimpayamuri kunhunkavi. Tuknen tangjo kunne mulirabest. Lagoda na linkis matoma. Inkin slimma podona mulera chikun. Nova runde hautunga kuhunkavi.
Seems like you don't get the whole idea. Like, you're supposed to have advertising and crowds and then like sponsors, but also like there's the advertising sponsor that generate revenue, but then there's also the ticket prices that generate revenue, and then that's what the prizes are based on, not charging your racers and then paying them back with their own prize money, basically, or making a prize money where you pay them back their own entrance fees. Will you negotiate on the price?
Innoba mulera kin kunchikun. Mucha shag pangpa.
I'll put on a good show. You'll make your money back.
Rundi hautunga tonkimba nankongek. Wana kumbes chimpayamuri kunhunkabi. Tuknen tangjo kunne mulirabest. Labuda na rinkis maktona. Inkin slimma podona mulera chikun. Nova rundi hautunga kuhunkavi. Chupaka chonagarn totrils titoki yumabogra. Chigudo kano pawa. Titoki gradug. Tangutima. Labuda na rinkis maktona. Inkin slimma podona mulera chikun. Nova rundi hautunga kuhunkavi.
Hope I can remember how to play. Oh, we're just going. Right, it's Tatooine! This is like the real reason they made this mode for this, probably, is because they could make something that seems like pod racing. I forgot to press A. Shit. I'm so focused on driving. I wasn't looking at the meter. "25 seconds. Fuck. Do you pray every single time?
Rundi hautunga tonkimba nankongek. Wana kumbes chimpayamuri kunhunkabi. Tuknen tangjo kunne mulirabest.
Just set me up with a race.
You have
to pay it every single time. 23 now. I'll try one more time, and then I'll go back to doing other things at least. This is rough. These are really fast. Every moment matters. Oh, fuck you. My vehicle wasn't moving. Fuck. Well, now I gotta go again, even though I'm wasting more money. That's just that's too bad. God damn it. I lost like 3 seconds. Man, I bet there's like drawings on the internet. People have probably made maps where they explain to you like the best path to take. I'm not entirely sure. I can't see the course in advance. I'm trying to react to what I see in front of me and plot well. It doesn't want to go well at first. Shit. You can lose like a whole second to just trying to make your car start moving at the beginning. $23.58, was that fast enough? Hey, that was technically fast enough. That made me regret giving you access to native racers that race. Not like you lose anything by me not racing. Every time I race is good for you, and every time I don't race is just me not racing. Okay, I have 2.5 grand, so that's something. I was a little worried. I'm like, what is my total at right now? Am I in trouble? Race bond, used by most of the Hutt. These bonds are honored throughout the galaxy. Each digital certificate can be used to redeem around 60 credits, simply by selling them to any merchant or at any store. Oh. So winning gave me 600, but it cost me 300 because well, that second one was a bust. I was making the mistake of holding down the trigger so that it would go. Like, I guess I started pressing it too soon, and you have to start pressing it right when the race starts, or you'll just sit there like a jackass, which I kind of still was learning the third time. Whoops. But the third time I did realize that you can just sit there and mash A mindlessly while just focusing on your pathing, and you'll just keep gearing up, which so far there has not really been a reason not to go up a gear whenever given a chance. It doesn't sound like the race bonds do anything. It sounds like they are just meant to be sold. Nico.
Oh, hi. You another racer then? I heard someone new was talking to Mata. Always room for more, I guess. Don't know how much longer I'll be around here, but maybe we'll have time for a few races.
It's weird to talk about races knowing that in context they're not live. Like, you don't race each other in real time. You just set leaderboard scores, which seems like not a great choice. There's definitely versions that do that. Like those ones with like the land speed record style races where you just go rocketing forward and then the parachute little thing comes out when you're slowing the vehicle down and you're just setting times. But like, I feel like there's a big audience for the spectator feeling of watching people race each other. You know, like a certain kind of racing that's going to be on this very planet in like 25 or 50,000 years, whatever the fuck the timeline is. I think that's why pod racing became a thing. Is this supposed to be proto-pod? Is that the premise here, I wonder? So I wonder, like, when this game came out, the most recent thing was the Phantom Menace. And the Phantom Menace, well, technically Clone Wars, but the game development takes longer than a year, so Clone Wars, the whole game would be based around Clone Wars. So mostly, the most of this game was made with Phantom Menace in mind. So you have this, like, at first it's just, oh, a weird racing segment, okay, on Terrace. But then you get here and you're like, oh, a hovering racing vehicle in the desert of Tatooine? I wonder what motivated this thought process. Could it be the very memorable pod racing segment that's, like, maybe one of the best parts of that movie? Because, yeah, it probably is one of the best parts of the movie. It's like the pod race scene in Duel of Fates, even though their impact on the story is variable. Like, I wonder if the idea here is like, oh, it's the Old Republic, so we're gonna go back to old Tatooine and set up proto-pod racing way back, and it was swoop bikes back in the day. They were less exciting, but easier to model, but they only raced one at a time. So maybe one day the Hutts will realize they can make more money instead of setting leaderboard records, and where people are only really motivated to race when they have a time to beat, and they can just sit on their throne if they set a good time and not be performing constantly. You set up proper races where it's just a head-to-head match every single time, and whoever wins wins, and there's more narrative to it. Because you don't, most sports that have heavy spectator audiences that I know of don't really feature a component of, oh yeah, I just did really good that one day, and then I just got to sit on that amazing score I got that one time. Like, we scored 200 points in basketball, so guess we retire now, and no one's gonna beat that. It's like, no, you just keep playing games, and all that matters is if you win and lose the individual game. Like, wow, that's the best play of the game I'm ever gonna get in Overwatch. I guess I won Overwatch. It's over now. Like, there is an aspect of that, of this, where you just get the optimum time, and then you just win that race forever. I talked to Mata about you.
Did you? I'm not sure that's any of your business. Top racers keep to their own. I don't know you. Maybe if you were better on the track, I might feel like talking about it. Someone who can turn out the fast times might understand.
I already took care of your problem without even like, talking to you first. Just your reputation alone was about how you were. Your entire reputation was about how much you're about to get taken advantage of. How long have you been racing?
Just a few years. I used to run down in the canyons, but nobody sees you down there. I wanted crowds.
Are you any good?
I've been told I am. I might go pro. I'm looking at some contracts, but that's between me and Mata.
Yeah, sorry for negotiating your contract, fam. Weird protagonist problems in RPGs, am I right? Where's the best place to get bike upgrades around? You can upgrade your bike? That's important information.
If there's anything around, it'll be at the Zerka store in their office in the center of town. Stock is scarce on this rock.
What does racing pay?
Mata has some basic incentives for good times, which you probably know, but this is just an amateur track. The pro circuit is where the real credits are, but even that is hurting. I guess a lot of riders were on Terrace. Hurried up, all right?
Rude. See ya.
All right, see you around the track.
I'm not sure if I want to introduce myself to every single racer. I did that in the arena, and I kind of felt like it wasn't worth it. Because they're just people you're gonna fight for 2 seconds. And they don't have like tragic backstories and narratives or anything, or like... It's not like... This isn't exactly Pyre, where I'm like, I gotta meet all the other combatants because it's gonna like really color the experience for me. When I talked to everyone on Terrace in the arena, it seemed really underwritten. They're just like a vague persona for you to take down real quick, and that was most of the situation. What do you have available for purchase? He said he doesn't have the crazy suicide parts I'm looking for. You want to buy suicide parts? You don't want to sell me any suicide parts. I don't want to sell you any suicide parts. You want to go home. You want to go home and rethink your life. Straight up one of the funniest scenes in all of the prequels. You want any death sticks? He doesn't sell shit. We've been here before. I didn't know if stuff was gonna like pop out now or something to give me something to work with. Not exactly. I'm not sure if it's necessary for me to buy that much equipment. A lot of the time, it's just decent stuff just kind of drops for me along the way, and things kind of work out. I know I don't have the crazy suicide parts you're looking for. Yeah, he just doesn't even mention it.
Hello again. I hear you've made an impression down at the Swoop track. Zerka Corporation wholly supports local events. Not financially, you understand. Now, was this about bounties or something else? Farewell.
Nope. That was a false lead. They do not seem currently interested in sponsoring my Swoop bike-ness. Still, maybe if I deal with the Tusken Raider situation, maybe they'll open up their stock or something? I don't know. The guy dropped the hint that there was stuff to do there. What?
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Terrace alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
I haven't been saving that frequently. I don't expect a surprise ambush like this, necessarily. This is not a nice thing to do, game. This is impolite. This is unappreciated, sir. This is unnecessary. No, just... Oopsie. Not that much of a commitment, though. Yeah, let's just do normal attacks. Flurry will make you easier to kill. That'll get me in shrubs. Right, Zalbar is currently equipped as a melee character. Get him in front. Ooh. Oh, Dark Jedi melting. I see a Jedi melting. I see trouble on the way. You could oh, I've been stasis instead. 2 of us were. That's bad. Ow. Rude.
Yes?
Can I get up, please? There we go. Heal the party. Just keep that party healed. Oh, no. I'm under attack. No. No, I want you to heal, not other things. There we go. Oh, God. What is that attack? What are they doing to me? Okay, you need to get this guy off of you. You're under attack. Oh, shoot him in the back. Shoot him in the back. Shoot him in the back. Hey, sneak attack. Big damage. Big damage. No whammies. Big damage, no whammies. Actually, let's go all in. He's got his back turned on us. Yay! Sneak attack. Oh, we died. Was that a throw? Where'd that throw come from? That was a double-sided lightsaber throw. Who did that?
Sure.
We're fine. Well, that was rude. Do I get a bunch of cool lightsaber chunks out of them? I can imagine. Ooh. I can imagine that's why they give me Dark Jedi ambushes like this. It's your chance to get a sudden influx of lightsaber upgrades that you normally wouldn't have a reason to get in context. Gives you some extra lightsabers for any characters you want to have dual wielding. Gives you clothing if you want to dress like a Dark Jedi and roleplay your fall because you're a piece of shit. This looks like the other Jedi robe, but cooler. The same stats. People might look at you funny if you do that. They drop this drops this is Fortitude 2. They dropped a Verpin thing. Yeah, Fortitude 3. That's just better. It's just a higher number, so no question. Yeah, so what do you got too? Funnily enough. So we have a series of normal rifles and whatnot. A double-bladed red lightsaber. And more lightsabers just in general. Wasn't there a Sith assassin pistol? 3 to 6 plus 1 to 10 against droids. Some crit range. A stun chance. They didn't use that, did they? Weren't they all using lightsabers? Just thought I would like to have a nice little influx of Sith items for funsies. Alright. Next workbench I find, I can look into that. You know what? Let's just sit through a loading screen for a second here. I don't expect to be attacked in the next, like, 30 seconds, but, you know, just in case. Good to be careful, and also save. I think it did just save, but I'll make my own permanent save. Oopsie. Well, that happened, guys. How y'all holding up? You're wanted by the, you know, the most dangerous man in the world, and he sent 3 Sith after us, called Dark Jedi. Maybe there's a distinction there, like Apprentice and Padawan, that I don't know, but they were called, the game called them Dark Jedi, as opposed to Sith. But I called their weapons Sith, just in case we weren't confused. Oh, I went right past the Swoop registration. That's how we encountered a new ambush. I hadn't actually been there yet. I just lost track because this place is a weird continuous desert hallway thing. Alright. I might as well finish stuff on this planet or make progress and just see if upgrades unlock. So if I get the chance to upgrade my bike, if that's a thing I can do, then that just means I'll win more money while spending less money, because every time I compete, it costs me something. Is that what, are we gonna hear it? How old is the song? Why is there a hologram performer when there's a real performer? Look how animated and aggressively they're playing their instruments. We hear nothing. There's nothing. I don't know what they're doing, but it's not audible. Jawas never bathe, you know? Maybe they just roll in dust, and that's how they bathe, like a chinchilla. Because you're not supposed to get chinchillas wet. Maybe Jawas have like chinchilla hair, and if they get wet, they get like an infection that kills them or something.
Something you want, Spacer? Go talk to the office if you want to complain about conditions here. I don't want to hear it, you swoop racers. Do you even know what it takes to run an outpost like this? As long as there's flat ground, what do you care?
Wow, I really just instantly have a reputation as a swoop racer. Did everyone even have a chance to see my face? I'm fucking famous, apparently. Instantly. I just wanted to ask a few questions if you have the time.
I don't really have any interest in helping you. Will this be quick?
You're not much of a spokesman for Zerka Corp.
Like I said before, I don't much care what you think. I'll be on the street if business keeps dropping, and it will. All right then, make it quick.
Have you anything useful to say? I'm getting tired of you.
Oh, well, I wouldn't want that now, would I? Just leave me alone.
I will for a price. I apologize.
Just hot air blowing, eh? Well, take it somewhere else. I don't have patience right now, not with my workload. Go on, leave me alone. I don't want to have anything more to do with you.
He's just a perpetual ball of anger. Yeah, the talk to every NPC approach isn't as rewarding as it often is in this game. There's I feel a little mixed because I usually want to talk to everybody for the sake of the playthrough and so on and thoroughness, but a lot of people don't really say that much. They kind of just are a lot of options. There's a lot of coverage. Like you can ask the same 3 questions to everyone in town and get very slightly different answers, which we did a lot on Terrace. And every now and then it's illuminating and interesting, or it's a character that's unique enough that their particular take is a little interesting, or they even add something new with their new perspective. Like you keep talking about Ratghoul's disease, sure, but then you talk to the doctor that's trying to cure Ratghoul's disease. Suddenly, it's a lot more interesting of an answer. But a lot of these characters just kind of are here to just be here. It's interesting because on one hand, I look at all the aliens and I'm like, BioWare wanted to put voice acting in their game, and they made the job easier by making a bunch of characters aliens that just speak looping nonsense, and then they can subtitle anything over it, and you'll just keep hearing the same loops over and over again. But then you have these fully voiced English voice actors that I'm not always sure if they're going to ever do anything or matter, or if they're just going to be a character that has a couple lines of coverage. And I'm like, huh, was that character necessary to include? Wow. Reverse. Got a reverse Jawas. We got a reverse alien situation. Normally they talk for a very, very long time while the subtitle says very little, and the Jawas are the reverse. If they ever say more than 1 line of text, I'm gonna have to be in a hurry to read it in my head before it goes away. Why would you bother? We of Jawa under Isis. Is. Yours do not care for ours. Do you miss what we that are taken? No. Oh shit, are Jawa getting kidnapped? We that are taken, are some of your people missing? Might as well slave to the gaffy. They're, like the gaffy sticks. So the Tusken Raiders, they call them the gaffy. And they go quick. But also, I understand them too. How many languages do I know? How easy it is it to learn languages in Star Wars? Because it's kind of a commitment in reality. But some of our character knows. Was your name Ganondorf? Gandroff, okay.
Well now, what can Gandalf do for you? It's been a while since I've had anyone bother talking to me. I saw you down near the track, didn't I? Or was that someone else? I've been distracted by what happened on Taris.
I was at Mata's, yes. Can I ask you a question or two?
Sure, not a problem. Might as well try to pass along some of what I know. My racing days are pretty much done.
Oh, it's another racer. Okay. I want to ask you about racing.
Ah, something I know. Well, something I used to know. My racing days are behind me. Gandalf is the name.
How long did you race?
Oh, well, past my prime by any measure. I started late, too. Not like the kids out there now. Some of them are too young.
Why do you think that?
It's a cutthroat business. I've seen some of them burn out after a year. They get dangerous and don't live long. That's not everyone, of course, but it happens. I'm a has-been, I'll admit, but dying while you're on top is still dying. I'll pass.
Is this the best place for racing?
Best place to race is wherever the track treats you sweet and your times are golden. It's that simple. You get hung up on any one track and he'll end up like me. My favorite stop was Taris. Taris, yes. Always look forward to going back. Now, I don't want to touch my bike at all. Maybe I wasn't in the winner's circle lately, but I still race for sport, you know?
That voice actor is just having fun with us. I'm imagining him in like I still race for sport, you know. I gotta communicate the act of racing to you via automatopoeia, in case you didn't get it. What I'm talking about, you know, racing, the thing we're talking about, which is racing, with the thing that goes vroom vroom. What made Taris any different from than here?
A woman. Well, I never won on Taris, but it was always my first stop on the circuit, and the last if I could help it. That doesn't matter now. You can't ask for more certain closure than the whole planet being gone. Poof, boom, gone.
A woman. What can you tell me about the other racers?
I don't really talk to any of them. I know Zara's from the circuit, and we couldn't ask for a tougher lady. She's smart, too. I don't know the younger guys, but I've been watching Nico. Good to see someone doing it for the love of the race.
What makes him any different?
I don't know, but some people just have something that lets the bike take them. It's like the air stops pushing back. That's an old track tale, you know, when the wind decides to stop fighting. I used to have that. Not anymore.
This voice actor's great. he's having a great time. He's playing a character. He's convincing. Most of his line deliveries make sense. Performances are so all over the place in RPGs, even today.
All right, then.
I have to leave. Goodbye.
Keep safe. Yep. Seems like tough times are coming.
You never say, like, thank you for your time or anything. You're just like, I must go now. It's like your most honorable choice, because the other choice would be like, fuck you, is like the other option you have. So, like, pretty much just that. Funko Nellis and Junix Nard. I mixed these guys up somehow, and they don't have similar names. Yeah. I just was like, what's that weird ass name? I was like, what, how did it get behind the counter? I thought it was in the counter. Within the circular counter. The Jawas will dig the sand for you one day. That's oddly threatening. One day, you will be dead, but the Jawas will live on. We will bury you and sell your belongings.
Well, a fresh face for the game. I wonder, would you care to play? My name is Furko Nellis. My vice is Pazak.
Okay, let's play Pazak.
Very good. Would you care to wager on a game?
I'll play. What's the wager?
Well, since you have never beaten me, we'll make this for a paltry 50 credits. No bargaining now. This is serious. To be fair, I'll use my practice deck as well. I don't want to scare you off, you understand.
Let's go.
Very good. Now, don't worry if I beat you too harshly. It is a learning experience.
Maybe this will be like my policy. It's just whenever I encounter a Pazak player, I do the intro match with them, just for the sake of it. It's a fun little game to play, but you gotta, like, choose how you want to spend your time in these kinds of episodes. And do I want this series to feature, like, 12 episodes of Pazak? That's just continuously. Because that's definitely the kind of thing that, somebody in their free time might do, is just sit there and be like, I'm just gonna sit here and keep doing the Pazak game, or keep doing the Swoop game, until I, like, perfect it. And I'm perfect. If I draw anything up to a 7, I can undo it. And keep going. But if I stand, he'll probably win. That's more than a 7. Well. Probably should have stayed at 17. I mean, now I know I should have, because the next thing was going to beat me. Wow. I figure I shouldn't leave things up to chance, and I should just lock into 20 whenever I get the chance. Because otherwise the other player can always beat me. Fuck. I don't have a great chance of fixing this if it goes higher. Oh my god. He just drew 20 naturally. Son of a bitch. You have a -5 also?
Would you like to have another round of Pazak?
No.
I don't want to sour you on the game. Perhaps another small wager game?
I'll be going now.
All right. But remember that there isn't much fun on Tatooine that isn't life-threatening. Come back if you like a game.
I already killed 3 people on the walk here. Things you could say in those situations. Goddamn, twice he overdrew and had the exact card to fix it. So he just got very lucky too, but also has some pretty strong cards.
Huh? Who are you then? The only new people that come to Junix Nard's Cantina are long-time losers and bounty hunters. I don't have to tell you why the two don't mix well. Please keep any blaster fire to a minimum.
Anything out of the ordinary happening?
I suppose you're fishing for a reaction to the destruction of Taris. That's all anyone from Off-World is talking about. Well, I'll tell you, it's about time someone kicked the Republic in the tail and got things moving. I guess the Sith are the ones that do it. Don't get me wrong, all those deaths were horrible. But war gets the money moving. Maybe they'll decide to fortify us out of here.
Wow. Another Sith apologist. That's like... It's sad that an entire planet died, you know, untold millions of people, a staggering scale of suffering and mayhem that the human mind cannot comprehend, but maybe some money will come my way as a result. You know, mix things up in the economy. So, you know, silver linings. Silver linings of the nuclear mushroom cloud. Know anything more local?
No.
Fair. Shortest answer ever. No, you don't know, or no, you won't tell me.
Just no. I don't look for trouble. You'll have to talk to people yourself if you want more than that. Now, if you don't mind, All right, then.
You have anything for sale?
Zerka Corporation only worries about keeping their own stores full. I don't have much on hand.
Just a bunch of nasty little hacking items. What was this? The Botan Chuka. Sounds like a Jawa weapon? 3-3 damage. It always does the same damage all the time with a stun chance and an attack mod. A very effective device used by the Botan elite. These systems, some systems consider simple possession of one as grounds its execution as a spy. High density discharge cells make this item unwieldy, unusable in the offhand. Ah, you can only have one in your main hand to stop you from just dual wielding stun sticks that always do 3 damage. Yeah, I guess why that'd be a problem. If you let someone dual stick 2 weapons that have a 25% chance of stunning, that's a lot of stunning. Although it's a DC chance of 10. Isn't a DC of a 10 reasonably easy to break? So I imagine that the chance of stunning is actually much lower. The Krath Blood Blade. Balanced, not moddable. Botan Quick Draw. 2-5. These weapons are all about closing the damage gap, apparently, while also giving you a stun. Raise the floor, lower the ceiling. Make nice, consistent damage. Demolitions +2. Stealth +4. The advanced stealth kit. That's neat. I don't know if plus or minus 1 is my big goal right now. Plus or minus 4? Those are more interesting. Just sitting here wasting my resources. Oh my god, I have so many med packs. I do. And they're worth a surprising amount. Like, a decent chunk of resources you get for each one. You can't sell the Dark Jedi robes for crap. Oh my god, all this armor doesn't sell for anything either. Okay, yeah, he just... okay, we're dealing with a thing where different people value different resources differently, clearly, because he does not care at all. What's that one? Oh, frag grenade. He understands that, apparently. No, he doesn't care about any combat equipment, basically. Nope. He just wants medkits, and he sells. He'll buy them for a surprising value. Yeah. That'll make some money back. I just had a stroke. I was totally looking at amount. I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. God, I'm so stupid. Everything has a set value in this game. God damn it. I'm so stupid. It's fine. I have self-healing. I was looking at the amount instead. I was like, wow, look, he values medpacks so much, but nothing else as much. Then I sold some medpacks. I'm like, wow, the value went down. Weird. Because I was reading the wrong slot. It's a good thing I play all my games in a context where every single moment is under great scrutiny. Oh, fuck. Mission. Mission, please.
Yeah?
What?
We're just gonna try not to acknowledge that, like, ever again. Sound cool to you? He agrees. Never thought he'd... Whoa, he walked away, but his sound kept coming out of where he was standing when I first started talking to him. That's interesting. That speaks to, like, how audio works. It's like spawns an audio element at their current location. But he only paused long enough for his animation to play out, so he walked away.
Yeah, Zerka Corporation will unload this outpost on someone. Maybe not for a few years, but now they can wait.
There he is again. Never thought I'd see moisture farming as being more profitable than mining. It makes some sense. Like, you make money doing moisture farming here. You need, I mean, admittedly, it feels like you could get by just. There's so much more moisture in other places. You would hope that you could like ship it or something, but I suppose that continually shipping moisture to this planet is probably not really worth the constant cost. So the best profit might come from trying to farm moisture here and then sell it to the people so they have access to like water and things like that, because this place isn't great for those kinds of resources. So moisture farming, you know, does keep the entire colony running. It's not enough reason for the colony to make money, because it's just a self-sustaining thing. It's a thing that the colony needs to survive. So the colony wouldn't come here to moisture farm. No one would come to Tatooine to farm moisture. But knowing a colony is on Tatooine, individuals could make money farming moisture for said colony. But then they're still just as much of a victim of colony collapse when the colony gets wiped out as they would be otherwise. Like, the colony can't profit purely off of moisture farming, because who's gonna buy it off planet for trade? It's like, no, that's definitely not the resource y'all have here.